Hi everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. I thought I'd come out here. I hadn't looked at anything this morning. Still a dreary overcast day, but Joy said it wasn't supposed to rain. Let me go out here and see what's looking like out here. The stump flowers. I don't think they're gonna bloom anything here. They're still alive though. Over here and see what everybody else is looking like. Okay, I wish the cauliflower. Actually, the cauliflower is looking a little bit better. It's starting to get a little, stronger looking. Like I said, I've never grown either one, so I don't know. Radishes. They're just growing very slowly. More leaves have blown over here. That's okay. Very good. We could have a mess of turnip greens, I can tell you that. Some of these little kale that I transplanted here aren't going to make it, but some of them are making it. Everybody over here looks pretty good. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. I know we did. I wasn't on my phone hardly any yesterday, really. You notice I didn't have as many videos, but you're supposed to spend time with your family, so that's what I did. We had a good time. We ate really good too. Okay. It's about time for story time, so I'm going to go get set up inside. I'll see everybody in a minute. Hi everyone. We're on our second pot of coffee today. I got my truck tumbler. Well, we got that at Dollar Tree. Speaking of Dollar Tree, we're going to be going there later on today. We're not going to be getting a whole bunch of stuff, I hope, but we're going to try to get things that that we need, that will save us money there. But you know how it is when you go there, you'll see things that you're going to pick up, but we'll see what happens. Oh yes, and we'll probably get something out tonight because I don't feel like cooking. I know we got leftovers, but we plan on having them tomorrow. I don't like to have the same thing 2 days in a row, unless I have to. But so we're gonna have all that stuff again tomorrow, and we usually go out at least one time as far as dinner, and we'll go out for breakfast like one time. So we're gonna think about it and discuss what we would like to have. Hopefully it'll be something with a coupon. Let's see. I hope everybody had a great day, as I've already said, and with your families and stuff. Today's story time is about a fishing trip. Lots of times when we moved, and my dad worked for the VA hospital, and he would get promotions and stuff, and we would have to move. He'd be transferred to another VA. So lots of times we only lived someplace for like a year at a time, which is rough on kids growing up, especially when you have to go to so many different schools. But we moved, when we lived in Michigan, we moved from there to Pennsylvania, to Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Or I don't know if we lived in Erie before that or moved back. I don't know. We used to live in Erie, Pennsylvania too. But at this time we were living in Monroeville, and I was probably maybe 14. And lots of times when we would leave, I would write letters back and forth with my friends. And then after a while, they would just stop writing, of course. But I'd been keeping in touch with the people that lived next door to us. The two boys, and they had a sister, and their family lived right next door to us in Michigan. And they wanted me to come and go with them on their vacation to Houghton Lake. If y'all that live in Michigan or thereabouts, if you know probably about Houghton Lake, it's one of the biggest inland lakes in the world. It's like an ocean. It really is. Anyway, they wanted me to go, and Mom and Dad agreed to let me go. I went by bus. I went by bus from Monroeville, Pennsylvania to Taylor, Michigan. And that was an adventure in itself. And made it there and everything. And then we went to Houghton Lake for a whole week. And it was, I love to fish. I would fish every day if I could when I was young. I liked to be in the outdoors. I always wanted to be a game warden. Anyway, so we went, and they had like a cabin for the week, and I think just a small boat, like maybe a 14-foot little aluminum boat came with it, and had a small engine on it. I don't know how many horsepower, not very big, maybe a 25 or something. And man, you could literally start in the morning and go in a straight line for 8 hours, and you would never come to the end of it, the other end. It was too much. So it was that lake's full of walleye and northern pike, and I think it had some muskie in there too. Which northern pike up there had to be 21 inches before you could even keep it. 21 inches or bigger. And the muskie had to be something crazy like 36 inches or something like that or more to be able to keep them. So we didn't really fish for the muskie, and they were tough to catch anyway. And these fish, the pike and the muskie, they had teeth on them. I'm not even kidding. They're about like that. And when you catch one, of course, you had to use steel leaders because they would just shear your line. They would break your line if you didn't have these long metal, made out of like braided metal is what it is, to keep them from biting through and losing your lures and stuff. But when you caught them, you better have some needle nose pliers, some long ones, because their mouth is going like this. Right like that. Well, we came up on a school of them, and that's how a lot of them travel in schools. And we started catching one after another, all three of us. And you're trying to you're measuring them to see if they're worth keeping, and you want to keep the biggest ones anyway. And this is happening really fast, and we didn't think to bring the long nose needle nose pliers. I just had regular pliers. So I'm trying to take it out, and I'm getting cut all over my hands, and I'm trying to help them too because they were younger than me, a couple years younger than me. And I had cuts, and I don't know if I can point any out that you would see. If you can see that place right there, where it's that's from one of them, right there. Right in there, from one. And then I got a place right. It's hard to see it here. It goes across right here. And then I've got several others. I'd have to look at them, probably just see where they're at and everything. But they were all over. My hands were all bleeding and stuff, but we wanted to catch them fish. It lasted for about 20 minutes, And we probably had caught a total of 30 fish. You know, a lot of them we let go, you know, if they weren't big enough. And if you gut hooked one of them, if they swallowed it and they were flopping around, the others would eat it. The others would eat the one that was flopping around. And so anyway, I caught my limit, and I think they did theirs too. And we took pictures, but I can't find them, y'all. I'd love it if I had the picture to show you. But I've got a picture of me standing up, and I'm holding the fish like this up to my chest, and they're all the way down to my feet. I wasn't as tall as I am now, you know, because I guess I was like 14 or something. But, you know, they were pretty big fish. I don't remember what the biggest one was. Maybe, let's see, 21, maybe 36 inches or something like that, maybe a little bit bigger, 38. But yeah, they tore our lures all to pieces. Luckily, I had they just were hitting one lure, and it was I think it was a Meps Agilia, I think is what it was called, and that's what they wanted. I mean, you could throw anything else out there, and they wouldn't be hitting it much. But luckily, I always kept seconds, you know. So I used up two. It tore them up. By the time it was done, I went and bought some at a local tackle shop, and then they didn't. After that, they didn't hit it anymore. So we were real proud of it, and like I said, if I could ever find the pictures, I'll show them to you. But so then we did other things too. We didn't want to go with their parents shopping or anything like that, so we stayed out on the lake a lot. But they had a local go-kart racing track, and Kitty's into something. And so we went to race go-karts, you know. We were like, all right, this is great, you know. And it was, you know, we were racing, bumping, you know, thought we were in real race cars and everything. Well, about the end of it, I felt something wet back here. And I went like this, you know, and there's black oil all over my hand. I went, and it was all on the back of my hair and everything. I think I had a hat on then, but it was all back here, you know. And I don't know if I may have had a hat on. I usually did. But anyway, it was all over my back. It had ruined my shirt. And I think it was a shirt I got there or something. It ruined that. And I think well, anyway, what happened was the engine, it blew or something. I mean, I was running it hard, but it shouldn't have blown up. You know, no harder than everybody else was running theirs. And it basically had blown up, and it was spraying oil all over me. So I was like, oh, Lord, I don't know. I think they gave me something for my shirt or something. They might have given me a little bit of money to buy me another shirt. I think that's what happened. And then, so, you know, I had to go back to the cabin and get cleaned up. I had to just throw that shirt away. You weren't going to clean that off of it. And I ended up having to wash my hair about 6 times to get that stuff out of my hair. I'd say at least. I just had to keep on washing it over and over. It would not come out. So that basically ruined that day, but we'd had fun up to that point. So we have to, you know, basically after that we stayed on the lake, and we caught tons of fish. I had the time of my life, and I hated it, you know, when we had to go back, but that was one of those things, and I took the bus back. And so it was a big adventure for me at that point in my life to go out on my own like that and have such a good time. But so that's today's story, y'all, and I hope you enjoyed it. What was I going to do tonight? I was thinking I got to look about tablet time, see if I've got enough for that yet. I need before the end of the year to do some more Kitty's Corner and have her or maybe another pet tell some jokes or something like that. I don't need to keep this pen in my hand. I keep doodling with it instead of paying attention to what I'm doodling. Y'all doodle when you got a pen and a piece of paper in front of you? I do. I'm real bad for it. I'll write make a big whole thing before it's over with, like a picture or something, almost. Drawing. I hadn't done much now. I just got a bunch of X's and stuff. Then you connect them and things. I need to get some more I need to get some markers, some more markers so I have more colors for my coloring book before I start doing it, because I've only got just a few colors and I want to have more colors. So maybe I could look at, I don't know if we can get them right now at Dollar Tree or not. I'll write that down. Pencils or pens. Pencils or pens. Okay. I gotta write it down or I'll forget that too. So, I didn't hear the train earlier. So let me go outside long enough to see if I hear it or not, because I know y'all like that. Hold on a minute. Hello, there's nothing going on outside. No train. I thought I would do a little show and tell. I've got a little bit of my coin collection here. I thought I'd show you some oddball stuff. I'll start with the oldest. This here is pretty kind of rare. It's a 1861 half dime. It's very little. I don't know if you can see very good on the detail of it. It's so small. And let's see, back right here, and it says half dime on it there. Very little. Put that back in the case. Got it in a case like that. Oops. I've got a lot of proof sets and different things like that, uncirculated sets. This is a 1968. Some of these can be hard to find. It's got the penny, a nickel, dime, quarter, and half dollar, and they're beautiful. I wish that, can't do anything about that. Glare there, but you can tell how shiny they are. There's the back of it. That's nice. You always want to put them back like they were. And then this is the eagle dollar pieces are they're probably the most popular coin in the world. This one is in almost perfect condition. It's an MS-70. It's a 2017. It doesn't say what it is. It's probably Philadelphia if it doesn't say. They're beautiful. They're 1 ounce of pure silver. I've got a bunch of different ones of these. Not all in this good of shape. MS-70 is, right underneath proof. And then I've got, just commemorative things and just different, oddball things too. They're really not really worth a whole lot. These colorized coins, they're not much worth more than the coin is. But this is for the 30th anniversary. It says 30th anniversary Elvis Presley. Yeah. It's not want to focus in real good. But the back is just like a normal quarter. And then I got, I don't know if I can get this one out. See it better. Take out of this thing. This is on a $50. It says the King of Rock and Roll, Elvis. I've got quite a few colorized coins like this for different things, if y'all like looking at these. They're collectible, you know, down the road. I don't know, somebody might want it. But there's a few of the coins. Let me put everything back where it goes. There we go. I'll put everything up here in a minute. So I may start showing y'all a little few things. I need to get some practice on this in case I decide to sell some of these items. And that's what the main reason I wanted to get the PayPal account is so I might be able to do something like this down the road, because we may be needing it to make ends meet, you know. So you got to do what you got to do, right? And I'd hate to sell off, you know, things, but if that's what it takes, we will. So we appreciate people that are supporting my channel through PayPal. That means really a whole lot to us. It really does. And like I said, later on, it's kind of a coin toss as to what I'll do. I'll just have to look and see how much information I got for a tablet time, or if I just do a Kitty's Corner or something. But we'll see. And I'd say we'll have, like I said, a haul from Dollar Tree. So, everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed this morning's coffee break. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day. Don't get caught out there in them Black Friday stuff. Whew. See y'all later. Bye-bye. God bless.